Move on to pre-market movers. Container Store Group, we mentioned these when we first started doing these shows. TCS is the ticker there. They are a specialist retailer of storage goods, I suppose, is the way to describe them in the US. They were the first to report, although they're on a different earnings cycle to most companies. They were talking about Q1 earnings last night. They beat on EPS, revenues were lower, but they exceeded the company's internal forecast, and so the market's pleased with that, and they're at $18.63 pre-market, up 6.34%. And then Lending Tree, TREE Tree in the US, $79.11, up 2.95%, and that stock will enter the S&P 600 small cap index after the close on Thursday. This is a peer-to-peer lender. Again, it's one we've mentioned on the show before. Seems to be doing all the right things, and it won't do its credentials any harm by being included in a mainstream index like that. And then in terms of levels, not much change from yesterday. Really, more of a tightening of the levels than anything else, with really moving our downside levels a little lower, I suppose, after the sell-off yesterday. So 64.30 now is our downside level in FTSE. I put in 6,500 as a round number on the upside there, but it has been higher recently. But we'll see if it can punch back through there to make some gains. DAX 10,650, plays 10,750. Quite a wide range. Unfortunately, the volatility is
market's gone mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it has created these wide spreads. The S&P 2058 to the downside, 2085 to the upside. Another rather wide spread. It's hard to tighten those up. And in the Dow, 17,560 and 17,800 are the levels there. Currency-wise, we've not really seen much in the way of movement. So 109.75 is our downside level for Euro US dollar. 110.40 our upside level. 73.86 for Aussie dollar on the downside. That's eased slightly from yesterday. Plays 75.00 on the upside. Dollar yen, this is quite interesting. We're creeping back to 120. So on the downside now, or back towards 120, I should say. So on the downside here, 120.80 is the figure I picked out today. Plays 120.90 on the upside. And cable will obviously be reacting to the budget as we speak. But 152.92 I picked on the downside. Plays 153.90 on the upside.
A bit painful on both cable and dollar yen in terms. Yeah. Would have caught people out, I
think it would, because the trends were fairly clear in that, and they just seem to have. But
if the budget's not liked, I mean, that's down at 152 something, or towards 150. That's a big surprise. I mean,
yes,
we've lost a lot already in the last few.
Yeah, we have absolutely on both counts, and one. You would
have thought the euro would be doing 5 points.
Well, you would. It's quite odd, isn't it, that the situation which has probably got the most volatility inherent, or you'd think would have the most volatility inherent, and it hasn't. I'm also surprised at how the currency markets have sort of been ring-fenced from the volatility in Chinese equities. But that's, again, as I said, a conversation for another day, probably.
Okay, well, Darren Sinden, market commentator at Admiral Markets, thanks for going through the Wall Street crossover show with us today, and we'll be back with the same themes and the same show, obviously updated, at the same time tomorrow.